Welcome back to Misscliks Demigods Edition, everybody. Misscliks D&D Demigods Edition, I'm so sorry. So, you guys have kicked all your weapons over, and...
Yep.
Except for my chain, because I'm wearing it and it looks decorative.
Except for your chain.
And my shuriken.
Your shuriken.
Whatever that is.
And the guy, a guy stands up from behind a bush with the bow notched and drawn at you and says, "All right, now you're going to come with me. I'm going to take you to see Ironsides. We'll decide what to do with you then." And he kind of then gestures to the side with his bow.
I asked them what they want with us.
Walking through our forest, it's trespassing. Got to take you to go see Ironsides.
Does he look particularly strong or like random?
He looks a little
Like
bit
random.
on the malnourished side. You know, maybe a little bit on the kind of slightly weaker side, but he's holding his bow pretty steady, and he looks like he knows how to use it.
But like he doesn't seem like a rugged warrior. How is he dressed? Like, what's my impression on him?
He's wearing soft leather clothes that have some green paint that's been splattered on them. He doesn't have any sort of hat or helmet on. He's got his bow. There's a short sword at his side. His clothes look a little bit tattered and worn, but it's mostly just the sort of wear that you would get day to day living in the woods. So it doesn't look too shabby. He looks to be about 19, 20 years old, human male, stands like 5'7", short brown hair, kind of dirty. He's got a wart on the end of his nose on one side.
I say, "Woe is me! Whatever shall I do? It's all too much!" And I pretend to faint and fall off the horse.
And then I'm like, "Oh no, sister!" And then I run up to her and try to pretend to tend to her.
So you hop off your horse? I guess you were already...
Wait, we're already off our horses, no?
Yeah, you guys must have been off your horses. You dismounted.
So I pretend to faint in the middle of the wyvern circle.
Okay. He goes, when you start walking towards him, he goes, don't move. Do you keep moving?
No, I stop moving.
Okay. Says, take the horses, and you keep going. And you, on the ground, stand up.
I don't move. I pretend to be passed out.
I
Stand
think
up,
the
or I'm
girls,
gonna
I
put
don't
an arrow
think
in
this
you.
is gonna work out. I say we should stay in the wyvern watch area.
I'm like in bushes though, right? Like dense growth.
We only see him, right? You know?
You just see one guy.
And he's asking me to walk?
Yeah, he's asking you and Jen to lead all three horses away.
He's not convinced by my fainting?
Oh, Jen.
There's two horses.
He doesn't appear to be convinced by your fainting.
That sucks. I have an acting proficiency.
So what's going on?
It looks super real. Just for the record, it looked super real.
Jen,
Yeah, knocking on my door. I'm sorry.
Give me the horse thing, Jen.
Yeah, sure. I give her the horse thing.
There's only two horses, so I'm handling both, you know.
Okay.
And I get out of the zone, but Jen, you can stay in the zone or whatever. I get out
stay
of
in
it
the
with
zone. I'm
horses.
like, sister, get up.
Yeah, I leave the
I'm
zone.
giving you the most convincing performance of a passed out person you've ever seen.
I'm like, sister, are you okay? I'm starting to be convinced.
I like do that thing where my eyes flutter like I'm trying to come awake, and then I pass back out again.
And then I start being actually convinced that she's passing out. I'm like, oh my god, sister!
Hey, grab those horses and keep moving. If she doesn't stand up, I'll have her plucked full of arrows like a pincushion.
Pluck full hair? What does that mean?
Plucked full of arrows.
It doesn't actually mean anything. You can't pluck something full of arrows.
That's what he says, though.
I'm like, I say, I really think we should use the wyvern to our advantage. I don't know, like, how this is gonna end up.
All right,
good.
I'm gonna count to 3, and if by the time I get to 3 you haven't moved with your horses, your friend on the ground there is dead. 1.
I'm already moved with the horse, Neil.
Okay.
Yeah, here.
But Jen hasn't moved. 2, 3.
Nice.
He fires his bow, and 3 more arrows fire from the side.
At
But I'm
me?
technically,
All at Anna.
What? I'm passed out.
but she's like on the ground, so
Did-
she must have an advantage.
There's a slight
Yeah,
advantage, yeah, but did
I
you
was
not
in
hear
Dem's
him
throat.
say, I'm going to count to 3 and then
Yeah,
shoot her if
I
she
was
doesn't stand up?
thinking you do it.
Yeah.
And then she didn't stand up, and now they're shooting her?
Yeah.
But you told me I was
You
in
have to
Dem's
bless
throat,
also.
so I have lots
I said
of cover.
there is foliage about. There is some cover, and you're lying down, which makes you harder to hit than if you were standing up.
And bless. And bless.
Bless doesn't
Mhm.
And
provide anything to your
Wyvern
armor
Warren-
class. Wyvern
and
Watch
Wyvern
doesn't do
Watch
anything to the AC
haze.
either. It's very light haze. It's
Mhm.
not that significant. Anna, you get hit another time. Of the 3 arrows, only one of them actually hits you. The other 2 land near you. You take 3 damage.
3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Um,
cast Cure Light Wounds on her. We can do this for a while, guys.
Yes.
Okay. They
How much does that cure?
well, we should roll initiative at this point. If
Okay.
Jen's gonna cast a spell, we're entering combat stuff again. Mhm. Okay. Initiative rolls. Go.
I'm checking my casting.
I'm looking for roll 20. Okay. And I'm still not even close to anyone, right, Neil?
You only see this one guy. You've walked 30 feet away from the party. If you have, I mean, you could get to him and attack him in this round, but he has his bow. You don't have a sword with you.
Is
Does she have the shield?
No, I don't. I dropped everything. Am I in the forest? If I start running towards the forest, can I like?
I mean, you're in the forest currently. You've been in for a few hours today.
Is it a dense forest? Like if I run like 10 feet, I'm already like harder to catch.
I sent
or-
you a picture in Misscliks chat what it looks like.
Oh,
Except
sorry.
there are also some bushes about, because that's like an empty forest with no bushes. Imagine there being bushes scattered about here and there, and maybe
Oh,
some big
shit,
rocks.
That's way too open.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's still pretty open.
It is pretty.
Okay.
Yeah. In some situations, it's like you could dive behind some bushes and get some cover, but if you try and like run, you're really exposed.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll just rush this guy. What is charge?
Charge will give you a bonus to your initiative, a -1 bonus,
Okay.
and it's a +2 to hit, and a penalty of 1 to your armor class for the duration of the round.
Cool. Do it.
+1 to hit and a penalty of what you said?
+2 to hit, -1 to your armor class, and a bonus of 1 to your initiative.
And then there's the bless bonus.
Yes, which is
So,
bonus of 1 to hit. So if you charge your initiative, well, what are you doing? What you don't have a weapon? What are you charging with?
Just my fist.
Your fist. Okay, so it would be D20 plus
hardcore.
2.
But right now it's a D10.
Or I'm sorry, D10 plus 2 for initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm casting magic missile at the guy.
And as I'm charging, I'm yelling, "Focus on the unknown!" Because like I can only attack and charge people I see, and it's the only
Right.
guy we see. So I'm like,
Right.
"Girls, focus on the others!" And I'm like,
All right.
charging.
Adea, you go first. Arrow that like hits you in the side. The arrow that hit you guys, that hit you in the side, you managed to recover from the pain with a little bit of wince. Roll over and cast your spell at the person. Please roll some damage. D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Never mind.
2.
Okay.
My
Magic
magic
missile.
missiles only do 2. It's like 5 little missiles.
No.
Are you
At,
sure it's
at
D4
first, at levels 1 and 2, it's 1 missile. At level 3 and 4, it's 2. 5 and 6, 3, 4, and or 7 and 8, 4, etc. Every other level, you get an additional missile with the spell, so the spell gets more powerful over time. But it starts with just 1 missile.
Oh, up to 5.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then Arcas, you charge up to the guy with the bow who is just putting the arrow in the string and aiming it at Adea. When you collide with him, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity because he's got a bow, not a melee weapon. So you roll to hit.
You're charging the same guy as me?
No, you. Sorry, did I say someone else? I meant Arcas.
I thought I heard Adea.
I lied to you. I meant Arcas.
Okay. So roll d20.
It would be d20 plus your melee just is 5. Oh, that's right, because you're level 3.
Hmm.
Okay, so it would be 5, 6, 7, 8. D20 plus 8. 17.
17 is a hit.
It's a hit. Yes. Give me a bare fists do D3 damage, I believe. D3 plus 6.
And would I push him down? Like, if I'm charging, or it's no?
Oh, wait, are you trying to punch him or are you trying to tackle him? I'm sorry.
No, I'm punching him.
Okay. Yeah. So D3 plus 6 damage. 9. You lay him off in the face, and he just tumbles to the ground unconscious.
Bam!
Arcas is a strong man that don't need no weapons.
I think I pause. Yeah, that's what I yell. My weapons, huh? My weapons! My weapons are my guns!
I got these.
Emma, you
drop your arms, sir.
Emma, you go at the same time as an arrow looses at Adea.
I do cure light wounds on Adea.
Okay, your spell
Unfortunate.
heals her for D8 damage at the same time as
8, motherfucker!
at the same time as an arrow criticals her.
So what happens when they do I heal her for 8 or what happens?
You heal her for 8 damage, and she takes actually you're lying
But it's at the same time.
yeah.
So do I heal her on top of the incoming damage or is it pre-damage?
It's pre-damage.
Why?
Well,
At the same time, I feel like I could heal the damage at the same time.
do you want to do it pre-damage or post-damage? This is an awkward situation that almost never ever occurs.
Yeah.
So I usually just go whatever they happen simultaneously. Each healing will go off first, but if you want the healing to go off second, you can delay that half second while the arrow hits her and then get your spell off.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Adea, I need you to make a saving throw versus death. Because you have been criticaled. In fact, if you're sitting, you can't even get your dex in with that. So yeah, you're double criticaled. So give me a saving throw versus death.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
There's just 20 and I have to get above.
14 or above.
Maybe I made the wrong decision.
Adea, you take 10 damage.
Whoa! She's down!
But then I revive her.
Yeah.
To 1 health.
What were you at before, Adea?
So I got hit by 1 arrow for 1, 1 arrow for 3, so I had 4 wounds. So then I was at 14 wounds. So I would have been at -7.
Right. Okay. The
So now
healing
I'm
goes
at
off, which brings her to 1, but it brings you back on the verge of death's doorstep. The arrow hits you, and you're almost dead, and then you're ever so slightly come back to being able to
Within
function.
a second.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
This you can't really do anything. You can't really cast any spells, but you're alive, and you can see things, and you can talk slowly and haltingly. It's the sort of thing you barely have escaped death's grasp. So you're really think of it like you're coming out of surgery.
I grab Emma's face and I say, "Thank you, sister."
And
because I have an etiquette proficiency, so I'm
I'm
really
at the weakest level 3 in the world.
severity 4, location 8. Severity 4, location 8. Severity 4, location 8. Piercing critical hits.
Question.
Yes.
I don't think it works, but I will ask. What if I cast Aid on Adea and then she gets temporary health?
Then she'll have temporary health.
Then does that mean she can get up and cast shit?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I tried.
That has nothing to do with her HP. Hand struck, weapon dropped, minor bleeding, no effect on shield arm. She didn't have a weapon, no effect. Cool. And then the last guy goes, and he fires his arrow at Adea as well, and completely and utterly misses.
Why me? I'm the least threat.
Not sure.
You guys
Initiative.
are dumb.
There are two of them, although you can spot where, Jen and Anna, you can see where these arrows came from. Arcas, you were in the middle of battling a guy and like punching him out when these arrows flew, so you're not
Okay,
exactly sure
yeah.
where they came from. But give
Yeah.
me an initiative roll if you guys are planning on
I
doing
yelled, "Girls, we're next!"
I tried to scream at Arcas which direction they came from, if that can help. And then
Like in that time, Neil, we would know really well, like east,
like north,
northwest.
yeah.
She would be like northwest, and then it would like be
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
I just
So
almost
I-
lost electricity, guys.
I'm like 3:30 o'clock. What?
My light. I don't know if you guys saw my light.
Yeah,
went
it went-
yeah. So if I disappear,
Oh no.
Well, actually, if you disappear, I probably will disappear too. But
okay. So we would know that, right, Neil? Like either 3 o'clock or I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you can start shouting and pointing at things.
okay, so I do that,
Absolutely.
and then to one of the archers, I say I cast light on his eyes.
You can't see any of them. They're still hiding in bushes.
Oh, so I just know the
You
general
can see where
direction.
you can see where the arrows are coming from, but you haven't been able to distinguish any figures yet.
I tell Emma that I'm sunk. I have no more spells. I have nothing to do. And I look for cover, I guess.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. They get 2 attacks per round with bows. I forgot their second attacks last round. We're gonna get that in
Oh.
because we haven't finished this round yet. In fact, only one person's rolled for initiative. The second attacks turn towards Arcas because Arcas is actually boxing people out, and they both fire at him. Holy crap!
I've met him, male,
No.
whatever.
Yeah, you got chainmail. They roll a 1 and a 2.
You got
Yeah.
mail. Oh.
So I see them. They're like waving their arrows.
Yeah, the guy who rolls a 1, like, is trying to shoot at Arcas and just can't find an angle, so he stands up and then, like, in the process of standing up, gets caught in the bush and is just, like, tangled and ends up having to waste the entire round getting out, but you can see him pretty well. The other guy, just his arrow hits a tree, like 5 feet away from him that he was trying to aim just past. Now we continue with the initiative roll. Arcas rolled a 6. Emma, what are you rolling for initiative?
I'm gonna cast light in the eyes of the stuck dude.
Okay, there we go. Now there's
Neil, for fleeing or finding cover, what initiative do I roll?
You cannot really move. You're pretty much. Think about it as you just got out of like surgery and you're like in the recovery ward. Just like, oh my god, I can't. You're fucked. You're screwed. You can't do shit.
Okay, so I don't need to roll initiative.
No, you can just chill and watch the battle.
Just chill, half dead, and watch
She's
the
like, alright guys, well I can't move anyway, so
Alright. Carry on. It is said that when one cannot fight, one must fight from a non-fighting type of fight.
Totally.
She just trails off.
In this situation, Emma is like, okay, in this case it works. For her. She's a bit delusional, it's okay.
Adea must
Then
be,
she starts saying things about bears and like just,
Misscliks next top profit. Is that... Okay, Arcas, you go first. You charging at this next guy as well?
Yeah.
All right. You bolt over there. This is the guy that you can see. He's standing up, the one that's like untangling himself from the bushes. You get over to him as he's drawing, trying to draw and notch an arrow in his bow, and you can see his eyes start to go a little bit wide with fear as this huge brute of an Arcas, like muscles all over the place, heavy chainmail armor on, just like comes barreling down at him as fast as possible. He's like, you can just see him like, oh shit, I need my arrow. And then you roll a hit.
Yay! It better be a pick. I'm ready, girls.
Same roll.
D20 plus
8.
8.
Oh yeah.
21.
And the bless. It might be
Whack
22.
him. Give another D3 plus 6 damage.
plus 6. Arcas is on fire!
Alright, this guy just falls to the ground unconscious. Like some blood starts flowing out of his mouth a little bit, and he just falls to the ground.
He's done.
Emma, your light spell goes off, targeted at his eyes, which don't really matter because he's now unconscious, but he's now blinded and unconscious.
Ha-ha!
Aha! And the remaining archer, whose position he was having trouble securing, stands up to get a good shot at Arcas, because now Arcas isn't in he can't hit Arcas from where he is in his bushes, so he stands up to get a shot off at him.
You
Completely
shouldn't have done
misses.
that, mate!
Completely misses and gets his second shot at the very end of the round, which is also a miss. Now we have initiative. Uh-oh.
And I yell, I can see you! I can see him, right?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Adea just starts saying nice things about her baby brother Arcas. Oh, he's so strong. so heroic. He's a demigod. Demigod.
6 for Arcas. Emma?
I'm gonna start running towards Arcas and try to cast aid on him, so I have to touch him in order to do that.
There's only one guy left?
Yep.
Okay, so I try to tackle, not punch.
Okay. Give me an initiative, Emma. 12. Okay, Arcas, you go first.
Tackle, is it D20 plus 8 again?
I'm gonna say tackle is a missile attack. No, it's a melee attack. You're like football tackling him, or rugby tackling him. So
Do
yeah,
any
same
of
thing.
these people match the physical descriptions of the people we were supposed to save?
You hit him. Post strength checks.
No, wait.
I'm sorry. I thought that was Emma's roll. Okay, yeah, you still hit him. Give me an opposed strength check. D20 plus your strength versus D20 plus his strength.
18. 35!
No problem. You knock him to the ground. The bow flies out of his hand. You hear the crunch as the arrows and the quiver on his back break. And he immediately just throws his hands over his face and goes, "Don't kill me, please! I give up! I give up!"
I just sit on him then.
Okay.
I'm like,
Adea just starts giggling. She's just delusional.
I'm like, Emma, want to do something with this guy?
When Arcas says want to do something, she gets a big smile, and when she says with this guy, she's like, oh.
And I don't get it. I'm like
I yell, Jacob, Jefferson, T-Roy.
I'm casting aid on the Arcas.
Okay.
Right? And then I ask the guy who's on the ground, how many more of you guys are there?
Just the 3 of us.
What? Surrounded? Are you shitting me?
You're strangers in the woods. You couldn't see us. Surprise is the best advantage possible.
you could also have just ran away. Why did you attack us? We're Demigods!
Demigod!
She's like on the ground. Demigods. What's your name?
My name is Henry. Henry Smith.
And then I scream to the Adea, was Henry Smith one of the dudes?
No.
Hmm.
Henry, where are you from?
Henry?
I am from a town pretty far from here, to the
You
south.
need to be saved, Henry.
What?
We'll save
I
you.
can't get this guy off me. I can barely talk. I can barely
It is
breathe.
said that talking is not as necessary as breathing, and breathing is a privilege only Arcas can give.
Remember, you almost died. You're barely. Think of
I'm rolling around on the ground.
Okay, but think of what's his name? At the end of the Fellowship of the Ring. Sean Bean's character. I'm forgetting his name. Boromir. You remember when Boromir was stuck full of arrows and he like barely is able to talk to Aragorn?
Yeah, but that's not as fun to roleplay.
How is that not as fun to roleplay?
Okay, I'll do it in a breathier voice, but I'm still gonna say the same things.
That's fine. Just realize that you're in a very precarious situation. That life is
Well,
difficult for you right now.
Alright. So, gonna ask him why they're doing this and who sent them. I guess they did say before.
So you ask again?
Yeah.
Ironsides. We're part of Ironside's army. Someone ran away from the camp last night, one of the prisoners. We were chasing after him when we heard you guys coming through the woods. We tried to set up an ambush for you.
Can you describe if we let you live, can you describe the whole base and how many people are there and what they can do?
Give me a charisma check.
Bum, bum, bum. Let me check charisma. 14. 18. Shit.
He kind of shakes his head no and says, "No, we move camp a lot. I don't know where it is right now."
You don't know where your own camp is?
No, there's a rally point that we were gonna meet back at. The camp moves about a lot to avoid detection.
You're useless.
Ask him, where is the rally point?
Where's the rally point?
At the edge of the Emerald Woods, there's a small creek that leads to a reflecting pool.
What are you gonna do if we let you live?
Leave?
And go where?
Anywhere but here. If I get... if they catch me after I've told you guys stuff, they'll cut me to shreds.
If you protect me, I will protect you. Follow me, for I am Adea.
By this time, you guys have managed to like drag him over to Adea, so the three of you can actually have, or the four of you can have an actual conversation, and he's not just like off in the woods, 30 meters away.
You have injured a daughter of Reluna. Only by helping us may you repay your debt to the gods.
We weren't gonna shoot you, but then you did that really obvious
Yeah, but
fainting
you
after
weren't-
you cast a spell.
You were
I
gonna bring us
haven't
back
acting
to your
like this.
camp.
It wasn't fake.
You were gonna bring us back to your camp
You
to
can't
do
just
what?
Also, you attacked us. Just saying. Like, even if you say you were not gonna shoot, you attacked us.
What were you gonna do to us at the camp? What happens to people that are brought back to that person?
question you at the rally point. See what you know. See why you're out here.
And
See if
what's
you're
the
a
goal
threat.
of this?
If you're not a threat, we just blindfold you and drop you off at the edge of the woods. If you were
What's
a
the-
threat, we'd, well, take you prisoner.
What's the goal of this whole operation?
The general is here. He's trying to raise an army, conquer the lands,
Neal,
set up shop here as a king.
Neal,
Mhm.
I want to do my most charismatic and hotness-using and pity-inducing try to get him to become my henchman.
Okay, but how do you do that?
I like I said, I like fearmonger him about the anger of the gods,
Mm-hmm.
and also try to get him to pity me because this like maiden in distress is now like at death's door because of his actions. And like they said, we were totally innocent. We didn't do anything to hurt them.
We just want to make the world a better place.
I was just trying to save you. And I like wipe a little blood from my mouth.
I'm like, oh, my poor sister. I'm like trying to emphasize everything she says. For once, I'm supporting her in her thing. I'm like, oh.